in Colorado's 5th district, you got David Torres. David Torres versus Michael C. Colombe. Here's David Torres, okay? So David Torres, some interesting, little interesting gossip, a little juicy gossip. He's one of the 2 Democrats vying for the 5th district nomination. He lived in Lakewood when he first launched his bid. He lived in Lakewood, which I presume is not in the 5th district, but he had grown up in Colorado Springs, and so now he's back. He's back in Colorado Springs because he's going to represent the 5th district, even though he was living in Lakewood when he launched his bid. And he had only rented a house. He moved back to Colorado Springs. He rented a house. Can we make that connection? And it's not just David Torres. Alex Walker. Alex Walker is running against Sol Sandoval. Alex Walker is an engineer, one of the 3 candidates vying to be the 3rd congressional district. Democratic nomination, lives in Avon, which is in the 2nd congressional district. Hey, Alex Walker, how are you going to say you represent me when you don't even live in my district? At least David Torres had the sense to rent a house and move back there. Is Alex Walker even living in the 3rd congressional district? What the hell? Jesus Christ, who in the fuck could vote for Alex Walker or that fucking Adam Frisch in good conscience? Even Sol Sandoval isn't the most progressive, but my God. We gotta kick Lauren Boebert to the goddamn curb. Adios, Lauren Boebert, adios to that white trash bullshit. Adios to the crime and corruption and the stupid antics. Adios to the laziness. Adios to the failures. Adios, Lauren Boebert. Adios. Adios. Michael Colombe. Okay, so it's not just David Torres. And on Ballotpedia, apparently Santiago Torres. David Torres is Santiago Torres on Ballotpedia, so I'm not for sure. Frank Johnson, but my friends call me David. All right, David Torres. So that's at CD5 Torres on Twitter. And then here is your, at least that's what this is saying. Michael Colombe. All right, here we go. You want to see your Michael Colombe? Is that right? That can't be right. You know what? I'm not going to share that. I don't think that's right. So the 5th Congressional District, you got Doug Lamborn, and then you got old Andrew Heaton, and then you got old Rebecca Kelty, and then there's Dave Williams. I was right. For once. Campaign phone number 719-301-5770. Campaign email address info at michaelcolombe.com. Website michaelcolombe.com. Mailing address unavailable. No picture. Do I want to read any of this? No. Healthcare is a fundamental right. Colorado's deserve better access to care. We need to address environmental issues. Okay, this is not exciting. I need to find... Come on. This is dead air. He's the one with the cowboy hat, right? He's the one that is kind of looks like he's had to... He's got that cowboy hat. He's got a nice, tough, strong chin. Got a strong, looks like he's got a strong back. But he also looks like he's got a kind of a... His face is a little off. So here's Michael Colombe. Now, Michael Colombe, he's a first-time candidate. He's got military and government experience in his background. He's worked for the Department of Interior and the Bureau of Land Management. He also worked at the Defense Department as a pararescue combat rescue instructor. Now, Michael Colombe, he wants more responsive congressional representative who host regular town halls. So if you vote for Michael Colombe, you're going to get town hall meetings. He wants regular communication to become, it's necessary, he says, to allow for transparency and accountability. Regular communication is necessary. Michael Colombe highlights a number of issues on his campaign website, from affordable housing to education to transportation and veterans. Now, he might have, his face might be beat up, but you know what? That means he's actually got to deliver. He's actually got to, have accomplished something and be for something. That David Torres, he thinks he's just, I grew up in Colorado Springs, so now he's renting a house. Michael Colombe, on the other hand, my God, he's done everything. He was born in Little Falls, Minnesota. He served in the U.S. Navy from 87 to 1995. So for 8 years, and then he was in the U.S. Air Force. Because he was like, you know what? When you served in the Navy, why not serve in the Air Force? And then he served in the Army, and then the Marines, and then none of those. But U.S. Navy from 85 to 95, and the U.S. Air Force from 96 to 2008. So that's sweet, right? Just flying jets for 12 years doing Top Gun shit. I guess we were bombing Iraq, right? So I guess the U.S. he was bombing Baghdad. Is that Colombe received a bachelor's degree from Trident University International. The GUM, 2007, a graduate degree from Trident University International in 2009. What? Oh, bachelor's degree, then a graduate degree in 2 years, a degree from Portland State University in 2014. His professional experience includes being a senior level advisor to the director of U.S. Bureau of Land Management. That's pretty big, right? So he's telling the top people, the BLM, how to run shit Oregon, Washington operations, working for the U.S. National Park Service, U.S. Department of Defense. He's been affiliated with the Pikes Peak Area Council of Governments, the El Paso County Medical Reserve Corps, the El Paso County Parks Recreation, the Mountain Rescue. This is Colorado Springs, right? Mountain Rescue Association, Future Farmers of America, FFA, which they know about point of order and parliamentary procedure. Michael Colombe has, not just a pretty decent resume, he's got a fucking over-the-top, incredible, impressive resume, like one of the most impressive resumes ever. Usually I'm not impressed by, you drove a thing and you did a thing, but he's like motherfucking Schwarzenegger over here, did a thing and then did another thing and did 50 other million things. So, U.S., and it's significant things. It's like, well, he was on the board of blah, 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 and he never showed up. Just put it on this. This state is my favorite place on earth. My priorities and goals for the district have been informed by a lifetime of military and public service. He's been a proud Coloradan since 1992. USAFA Equestrian Center, USAF Air Space Museum, the Pararescue Association. He joined the Department of Defense as a Pararescue Combat Rescue Officer Instructor, where he served until 2008. Department of Defense is Department of War. After working in Iraq for a year in the on a U.S. State Department Counterterrorism Special Operations Force, joined the Department of Defense. He was first an aviation search and rescue swimmer from 1987 to 1995, and then as a pararescue specialist from 1996 to 2004. A pararescue, so he would parachute down. He had distinguished careers in both the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Air Force. His work in the public sector began in the U.S. Department of the Interior from 2008 to 2017 as a health and safety officer in the National Park Service at Grand Teton National Park. Grand Teton. Isn't that where that damn... Was it Gabby? What was it? I also worked in the Bureau of Land Management, BLM, at the Supervisory Regional Health and Safety Manager for Oregon and Washington State BLMs, where I managed forestry, wildlife management, wildland, fire, smoke jumpers, law enforcement, rangers, water and air operations, mountain rescue, EMS dispatch centers, fire brigade, science, resources, recreation, planning, road maintenance, facility maintenance, water treatment facilities. I believe that our district deserves a representative who will fight for the voters that put them there. The solutions to the main issues that we face should be based in our district, for our district. This campaign is about taking Colorado voices to Washington instead of the other way around. Environment. Okay, so that's Michael Colombe, right? Incredible resume. The only thing that I can see with the Dan is that he's for universal health care, and there's regular town halls that, when it comes to policy. What policy ideas can we extrapolate? So, okay, regular town hall meetings, regular communication. That's all really good and, important, Michael Colombe. So he's got his phone number here. Let's give him a call. He says he's good about communicating. I know I'm not in his district. I am in Colorado, and I am an American, and we might have some crossover appeal, and I'm trying to give him some attention, right? The difference between government and pop culture is that pop culture has to succeed, whereas government does not. Pop culture has to deliver, but government does not. Oh, no. Yeah, hey, Michael Colombe, my name's John. Oh.
Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah, my name's John Masters. I'm a YouTuber. I'm looking for Michael C. Colombe. I think he's running. I know he's running for 5th District Congressional for U.S. Congressman. So I got 5 questions for Michael C. Colombe. Apparently, David Torres. He's running against David Torres, and hopefully this is his phone number. I got this phone number from some website. So my name's John Masters, 719-298-2349. Give me a call back. Thank you very much. So, Michael Colombe. Let's see. David Torres is also running for office for the first time. He's tired of the partisan politics. He's running as someone who can unite people, saying that he will be a Democrat that will cross the party lines to discover what is best for the people. On his campaign website, Torres says he worked in health administration before going back to finish his college degree. He's a U.S. Air Force Reserve veteran. He supports $15 minimum wage, Medicare for all, greater transparency in government spending, better benefits for the military. He is also... So they've qualified. Those are the two. David Torres versus Michael C. Colombe. David Torres, it says his campaign phone number is 719-256-0113. There's an email address, website, mailing address. What are your top 3 priorities if elected? Mental health, women's rights, everything the community believes in. And everything the community believes in. What experience, this is David Torres, has prepared you for office? My experience in childhood and early adult, being raised in Colorado Springs, helped to expand my ability to communicate effectively with people from any background and any personal and political view. My 12 plus years in healthcare administrative management allowed me to bring those differences together in a leadership role to create positive changes, solve issues to the betterment of our patients, employees, and company. I learned quickly our community has a lot of different views, approaches to solutions. I know very well those differences could come together regardless of the party I represent. My alliances to the people bring them together, and that's not what I'm going to do. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Right? Jurassic Park. Right? You think,
State your name after the tone. try to connect you.
John Masters. I wonder if that's the problem with Colombe.
Hey, you have reached the David Torres for Congress voicemail.
Hey.
Please leave your name, a phone number, and a brief message, and we will contact you back as soon as possible. Don't forget to visit our website at davidtorresforcongress.com. That's the number 4. You can sign up to be a volunteer or just get more information on how we plan on progressing Colorado's 5th District. Thank you and have a great day. Love you.
Hey, David Torres. My name's John Masters, and I'm a YouTuber. I got 5 questions. What do you think about, or what are you going to do about crime, police reform, land reform, UBI? You're going to forgive student debt? And I just wanted to call you up and ask you those 5 questions. My name's John Masters. I'm a YouTuber. 719-298-2349. And give me a call back. Thank you very much. So, he loves me. He lives on Little Johnny Drive, too. Where you live, Little Johnny Drive. So, regardless of the party I represent, my alliance is to the people and bringing them together, and that's exactly what I do. He seems like he's running to the right, but he also seems like he believes in some, left-wing thing. They both seems like they believe in Medicare for all or some sort of universal health care. He actually says $15 minimum wage. The other guy says town hall. I only see 2 planks to their damn platform. So I'm not for sure what we're going for. We have, more about Michael Colombe. So he's been with the Rangers, he's been working in the forest, and he's been in the Air Force. He's talking about 360,000 Coloradans don't have health insurance in the richest country on earth. Nobody should go without care due to the high cost of treatment. So that's pretty good, right? So they both seem like they're for universal health care. David Torres is for a $15 minimum wage. This is the only distinction I see when it comes to policy. David Torres is for a $15 minimum wage. And Michael Colombe is for a town hall. And he wants better communication. And maybe I should call... I left him a message, but I didn't, say my name at the beginning with the Google Voice. And then there's 5 Republicans that's vying for the 5th district. So it's not just the Democrats. But since I'm going to be a good, loyal Democrat till the end of this year, I've been a Democrat for 2 years now. 3 years. I'm not sure if it's paid off. I haven't seen the benefits yet. My priorities and goals for our district have been informed by a lifetime of military and public service. Okay, so Michael C. Colombe versus Torres. If I had to vote for a $15 minimum wage we already got $15 minimum wage here in Colorado, so I don't actually need that. And the town hall thing, I need that. I need a town hall. I need, Lauren, but I like Sol Sandoval. I like actually all of them. Adam Frisch and Don Corum. All of Lauren Boebert's opponents are better than Lauren Boebert. But Lauren Boebert never responded to any of my, tweets or Facebook posts. I never tried writing her. Maybe I should try to write her and actually send to... But I already got that. I already got a person that doesn't fucking listen and doesn't, give a shit. Now, me being a responsible person and me doing my duty, I'll vote for Sol Sandoval. I'll vote for the people that I think will go into Congress and pass the good laws. But I want more than just rank and file. Lauren Boebert is a tour de force because while I don't agree with her on many things, because I agree with her on the Second Amendment, I know that she'll, fight like hell. She'll fight tooth and nail for my Second Amendment. And so therefore, All 4 of her opponents are better than she is. Forget where I was going with this. But, adios, Lauren Boebert. Adios.